what the hell all this lettering is supposed to mean. All this acronymizing of letters of words is supposed to mean. So this is for ors. So or. We'll just leave it at RES for resources. Stat for stations. Using the S were appropriate. Alright, and then skills. And yeah, we're going to be keeping the SK on this one. So it's not going to be all sunshine and daisies, these names, but they're going to be easier than they would have to organize what the heck they're for. Alright, so a little less annoying and a little less to type too. Although I'm not going to be typing these out, I'll just copy paste them over to where they need to go to. That cannot be right. 32 megabytes for 45 minutes? The hell? That's around 95. I forgot about that. Drop the quality down to see how much more footage we could get. Well, I guess a lot more. Cool. So now the same thing here. Ammo. We will use the M though. Well, no, we won't. It's just the first letter, so ammo, then missile. Drones. Electronic warfare, drones. Military drones. The hell, we got some G's in there that don't belong. Drones. Interesting. Drones. What you get when you mix Doges and drones. Drones. God, it's got a mental image of a bunch of drone-like miniature ships with Doge heads on them. God, that'd be hilarious to see, actually. Just for the hell of it. And then repair drones. So our drones. Mining, so just 1M. Then A crystals. Then modules. So definitely going to be MD still on this one, but it's not that part. Active, I guess. Okay, passive on these. So let's see, planetary equipment. P equipment. So SEM, how did I preface this? I said P equip, right? Yeah, so we'll say PE. PE, then colonization prefabs, so C prefabs, OW platforms, packed, and then P shields. That just leaves the shields here. Alright, miscellaneous. So, yeah, these need their own menus, even if they're only going to be like resources. This menu will just be, to display the different resources to choose from at that station. Whereas these menus are more of, okay, you go to this has another tier which has another tier which then has the stages, and then you choose the ores that way. Well, I think I was talking about this before. Well, no, yeah. So you have the ores listed in their stages, that's right, because each ore has a specific stage. I was thinking maybe going a different route, which would be to do the stages and then do the ore itself. So you'd have stage 1 ores, then you'd list your ores, and stage 2 ores and all the ores. But then you'd have different types of ores in different locations, even if they would be all the same stage of ore. The different types would be all mixed together instead of this way, which has just the different stages mixed together. So instead of having, 20, maybe up to 15 to 20 different ores mixed together, this way you have 15 to 20 menus with just 3 different stages mixed together in each. So I think it's a little more clean that way. Though I could be wrong. Who knows? We'll have to see how it works. Let's see. So, next up is our rigs. And I don't know, well... Okay, no, yeah, low, medium, and high, so they're broken down by slot size. Or rather, slot type. And then by class. So, SEMR, then low slot. And that's all I need to do with that one. Ship equipment. This one's a big one. God. Alright, so capacitors, capacitor systems, computer cores, the whole 9 yards. Alright, so SEM or EM, SE, and then so capacitor systems, so C systems, I guess then. So we go with systems. And once again, in the interest of saving some time, I think one more. So computer, engine, memory. Power systems, warp drive systems, weapons targeting systems. Okay, 3. 1 extra. So, power system, warp drive system, alright, miscellaneous. So miscellaneous menu, and so I guess that should be or. So break it down by the different ore types. Carboid, Kessigen, Methics, and Pyrex. I might as well plug my mouse in here, it's getting on power. And once again, oops, make sure I put the O in there. That's only 4. Yes, I think it's only, yeah, 4. Kessigen, Methics, Pyrex. Let's see. No, we won't need one for that because that menu dead ends back here in the primary, so no. Same with construction rigs, so actually that's all we needed for that one. No secondary for ships either. Skills. Yeah, lots of them for skills. Lots for skills. I mean, not lots, but definitely a few here. So, battle. Let's see. So, battle. So, SB skills. I don't believe that breaks down further. No. Same with that. Yeah, it's dead ends on these menus here. Then PB skills, planetary battle skills. Of course, what we'll just do is this. Do a bunch of copies here. I don't know if we'll need all those, but we'll see what happens. So B ship battle PB skills. Alright. Mining. It's mining and reprocessing. Just reprocessing. Let's not double up on the mining skills. Make this list a little more efficient. And try and get rid of any unneeded branches wherever possible. So just reprocessing for that one. So SSKMC skills. So MCS, I think. Yeah. MCS RP R skills. Alright, let's see. Planetary skills. What was the one before that? Oh, it's planetary the production, it's one after. It's PL skills, I believe, yeah. So SSKM PLS colonization and administration. So admin and colonization. And ship skills, which are just a whole cluster frack of a thing. So SSKMSS. So cargo and CP are both CS. So CA and CP. I was just going to take this and use this one instead of these for the next several here. So engine, then memory and module skills. And power system, rigs. Power system. Shield and weapon systems. Alright. Then weapon skills. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we were one off. One bloody one of these off. So, bomb, heavy, laser, missile launcher, railgun. Okay, just left that there. Alright, and that does it for the secondary menus. Now we got the tertiary and so on and so forth. So you get the idea of how that's going to be all playing out here. That's really everything that we're going to do right now, for now. That's because it's getting kind of monotonous and boring. So instead, let's head back and work on the idea a bit more, just a little bit more. And then we'll call it for tonight. Go ahead and save all that. Close that. Yes, save it. Oh, we're way up there on the RAM. Still Waterfox, huh? Go ahead and empty out the cache there. Still 56%. That's way too high. And there are times when if I first start up my computer, there's times when it's barely at 27% memory usage with just, the basic stuff on. That with even what's on now shouldn't be 50%, even close to it. Haven't really been able to deduce exactly how Windows deals with, memory because of that. So it's a real huge discrepancy. There's not, 500, or there's not 9 gigabytes worth of memory running in programs right now. There's not even really 1 gigabyte, I don't think. Maybe close to it, but not 9. Well, that was interesting. My headphones just turned off for no damn reason. They're fully charged. There's no reason for them to shut off. Weird. So again, as I was saying, we're going to work on this drums thing we're working on before, and just to kind of remind you, here's what it is. So that's just kind of remind you of what's going on here. I don't have my keyboard up on here anymore because I'd taken it down earlier. So that's why we're working on this, because we already have a lot of stuff here. And pretty much everything that we can use is being used at some point. So it's just a matter of rearranging and reorganizing and creating new kind of patterns and whatnot within this. Now, one thing I'm going to do is what we're going to do. I'm going to take out this one, and we're going to take this though and put it in over here. So we're just going to take out this first part. Actually, yeah, all this part, and this part's going to come behind here. And what we're going to do with it is, let's see. We're going to make it more like this. So this part we have, it's essentially a one beat. So we're going to do so this last part here is literally going to be like this. And instead we're going to go right into it, instead of having that break there. So I wonder if I should do, let's see. Let's do the first one on. So that sounds a bit better. Let's see what it sounds like from the beginning. Well, let's also head over here and bring this over. And then what we'll do is we'll continue with this. This will be kind of the main melody, if you will. The main way it's going to be done. Now we're not always going to have these extra hits, so this will only happen every so often. So what we want to do now is let's see, so it goes 1. So essentially what I want is I want to take this. I'll have to do some editing, I think. So that should go 1, then that, 2, 2. Okay, so that's not quite right. Once we get this done, I won't have to worry about let's follow the same path as with the other one. So 1, then 2. So something like that, and then what we'll do is we'll go through here and add in some other things after a little while. So we'll have that first initial one, this initial one, then we'll have another section of this. Let's see, so that would like start from here, I guess. Or no, this one. Yeah. Just add a little bit more hecticness. Now, what we want to do is something that kind of speeds it up a little bit more. Well, not speeds it up, but adds in a little more notes, a few more notes. So I think what we'll do is try to make a triplet in here or something like that. Or maybe a... Okay, let's take that one out. Move it back to this way. Whoops. Wrong thing to click on there. Nah, it doesn't really work that way either, does it? Maybe if we do... Actually kind of worked it on, let's say again. What if we, let me see. I want to have this be before this hit here, so let's do this. Let's take this out, put it back as the 1. Maybe that's... there we go. Now we're on to something. That sounds pretty interesting. So let's start with every other one we'll do that with. So... And on the second one, though, we'll also have a one on the bottom here. Alright, that actually sounds pretty cool. Let's listen to it from the start of this part. Actually, it's pretty damn cool. I like the flow of it. I mean, just listen. Let's listen to the flow again. It flows really nicely. That is just awesome. This works really nice as like a lead into that hit. So it still seems a little bit it's a little too stale, if you know what I mean. Not stale, but there's still too many similar sections in here. So let's listen to this whole part again here again. What we could do is just take out a few of these. So let's say we make this too long, two things longer. Instead of having 1, 2, 3, we have it 1, 2, 1, and then 2 being this. This section here. So actually, it's actually 4 long, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Then it starts over. Oh, that's interesting. We actually have... I didn't notice that. We have 3 sections here. So we're actually repeating this over again without any kind of changes in there, and that's why it sounds stale. So we could have this, but we need to change this up in here somewhere. Maybe if we changed this up, make these changes over here instead of over there. So... Now over here, though, we also have to have... let's also do this. Let's see what that sounds like. That gets a little too much. Now, where these could work is maybe leading up to that. It's too much there as well. Maybe we do a double, maybe in here, we do the double. Yeah, that could work in there. Of course, the whole problem with this is, again, when you have percussion, you really have to change things up regularly, so things don't get too stale. Well, that's true with a lot of, well, it's pretty much all music. It's like triply true for for percussionary kind of things like this. I'm wondering. What would that sound like? Yeah, it's anything to add a little more variation. I mean, there's not much you can really work with these drums. You got just these 4 or 5 sounds to work with, so you gotta work with what you have. Try and make things sound different in areas. Give some areas a little more interesting flavor, if you will. Like, for example, change it up in places. Like, for example, now we come back here. That was interesting. Let's do this. Let's take it back to 2 on those. And instead, let's do the double hits here. And everything just to kind of change things up and make it a little bit different. You really want to once you're into the more kind of I don't know if I want to say internal part of it, but Damn it, there was a way to... move all these up and down at the same time. Without having to do them individually. That was strange though. Some of them were up, some of them weren't. Should all be up. There's another one where it's not the same. Very odd. Alright, let's go from the very beginning with this. There should be a little more space in between these two, I think. Oops. That sounds pretty good. The only kind of weird part was this one. Let's